when it comes to changing your trajectory, you need to make sure that whatever decision that you make, you are fully comfortable with it, and you know that one day when you look back, you are not going to regret that decision. Hey family, welcome back. My name is Vivienne and welcome to my channel or my video. I'm back. In the previous video, you would have already kind of heard what we're talking about on this channel. I'm probably going to be focusing on me being a housewife and an entrepreneur and how those things all work together. But in this specific video, I actually wanted to talk a little bit more about how I am going about transforming my life into what I want it to be. I'm changing my narrative, changing my story, changing how I want my life to be. So I'm going to get into other stories at a later stage just so that you guys can get to understand a little bit more about where I am, how I am actually doing in business, not being employed and all that stuff. And I'll eventually get into my, I won't say retirement because I didn't retire as yet. I'm still working in my own business, but my resignation story and all that stuff, I'll get into all that stuff at some point. But today I just want to get into how I'm going about changing my life now that I've left employment and I'm essentially doing my thing. So the first thing that actually pivoted in my life is my spirituality. I had to align myself spiritually, so much so that I actually have the faith that is required to sustain me. One thing about being in business is you need so much faith. And as much as there are connections and all that people will talk that you need, but I don't know if you can hear the noise outside, but the wind is so loud. Either way, yeah, in as much as people would talk about connections and all that stuff, I will tell you, you need so much faith, because if you can't trust yourself or have confidence in your capabilities, and obviously those capabilities being given to you by your creator, then who do you expect to have faith in you? It starts with you changing your mind, changing your narrative, the mindset that you carry about yourself, about who you are. So I had to dig deep into my spirituality to actually find me, to find Vivienne, and what Vivienne really likes, what's Vivienne's purpose, what God really wants for my life. I had to go in there, and it was a tough process, but it is so rewarding now that I think about it. That was essentially the first step I took in venturing into this life that I'm currently living. The second thing is I had to find a structure of support. Obviously, I'm married, so I can't just make decisions by myself without including my husband. So I had a chat with my husband, got where he's at. We had to devise a plan or a strategy in terms of, given the fact that I am shifting, the dynamics are going to change in the household. How is it that we are going to obviously manage the household? What is it that is expected of me? I didn't set so much expectations for him because he wasn't causing the household structure to change so much. It was mainly me. So we had to dive deep into how I'll be compensating for the changes that I'll be bringing forward. So I just want to also encourage those that are looking to transition, looking to jump into entrepreneurship. Make sure that when you doing that, you have a structure around you that will support you, because that is critical, and even with that structure, make sure that you communicate what it is that is required of you, so that you able to have somebody who you can account to and somebody that can hold you accountable, because it is so difficult some days when you wake up and you just don't want to. You actually just don't want to. And to have somebody to encourage you and to hold you accountable means so much more. Now, the next other thing that I realized I had to change is how I talk. You'll be like, what you mean? I had to learn to be a little bit more persuasive. I learned to be a little bit more kind to people, talk to people in a way where I know that tomorrow I still need to talk to them again, you know? And it also has improved my communication skills in terms of me communicating what I want, you know? So you need to change how you speak. You need to change how you approach a conversation as well. And yeah, that has been one of also the other toughest hurdles I've had to overcome, because I mean, if you've been speaking a certain way for almost all your life and now all of a sudden you need to actually pivot your talking structure or how you actually approach conversations, that has been quite a huge part of my life that I've had to alter. I've had to learn to remain calm. I used to be very loud. I used to be very, not really so aggressive, but in my tone, I sounded so aggressive. But going into business, you realize that as soon as you come through with that tone, even though it's not offensive, people will get offended and you're probably not even going to get the business, because people will think you're dominant, or yeah, there's something that they're not able to accept about you purely because of how you speak. The next other thing is I've had to change my image. Like, I've had to change how I dress. You can't walk into a corporate space. I mean, most of my business happens in corporate. For instance, you can't walk into a corporate space looking like you're about to film or record a film, you know. So I had to understand the type of style that goes with the type of work I do, the type of position I hold, and the type of clients I'm approaching and I'm talking to. And yeah, that has also been one of the fun things I've gotten to enjoy, because I've gotten to play around with styles and see what I like, what I prefer. Now I actually end up wearing like similar things because I found a style that I actually like and a style that works for me, which is like a corporate chilled look that is respectable, you know. And also that look I can also use to go to church. I can use to go to any other event, because I'm not confining myself to hectic, proper, corporate, formal things. Yeah, so that's the one thing I've had to change, my image. So if you are going to want to pivot your life, make sure that the image that you portray is the image that you want people to receive you by. Because if you are going to portray an image of I work outdoors and maybe build houses or in construction or something, but then you are going to then want to get a job in or get work in, let's say, being an administrative assistant, when you walk in there and you are dressed as a construction worker, sometimes it doesn't really work to your favor. And an interesting fact, and most of you know it, is that people already make an assumption about you or create lasting impression about you in the first 3 or 4 seconds they see you. Before you even utter a word, somebody has already created an impression of you. So it's very important to do that. Another thing is I've had to look at my social media quite a bit. And I know in this world of social media, we tend to just want to post everything and anything, you know. And now I still want to post what I like and all that stuff, but I've learned that it's not everything and anything that you actually have to post. Some things, or most things, if not all, need to be respectable and in line with who you are as a person and the brand that you're trying to build for yourself. So, I mean, for instance, pictures of like bikinis and I removed from my profile, and I kept those pictures where I'm like, okay, I want to be seen as the modest girl, the fully dressed girl, the wife, the mother, you know. And yeah, I think now it also just became difficult because I knew that there are certain parts of my life that I will not be posting and I do not need to post. For instance, if I'm wearing my bikinis and stuff, well, maybe I'll post those eventually. However, I'll probably have to be covered up, look like a wife, look like a mother, look like a businesswoman, you understand? So yeah, I've had to deal with that part of my social media, try clean up, well, mostly Instagram, and I've had to also learn to interact better on my LinkedIn, because there are different type of professionals on that platform that you will be able to interact with and collaborate with and find business from and all that stuff. So I was able to learn to change how I use my LinkedIn to make it work a little better for myself, create connections for myself, and create a network that will work for the business that I'm trying to build. Whew, there's actually a lot. Another thing that I would suggest, or that I am actually doing, is I'm trying to wake up after my devotions and my prayers and take care of my body, because this is the body that I need to go and do all these things. This is the body that God has provided for me as a temple to take care of. And for it to be able to handle everything that God has placed in my capacity, I need to be able to take care of it, right? So that is also another thing. Think about how you're going to take care of your body. Eating right, walking, exercising, whatever it is that you can do to take care of your body. If you can, I would highly, highly recommend that you start doing that. And yeah, another thing is, I mean, I think I've spoken so much about going into business, or this conversation was very much more skewed towards the business element of things, but let us talk about me actually being a housewife, what it is that I am actually creating, that platform for me to be able to take care of my family domestically. So, you know, so I am trying to be kinder to my husband, be kinder to my daughter. And those are the small things that I take for, like I used to take for granted when I was still fully employed. I did not realize that at the end of the day, my emotional capacity is so finished, and all that was left of me is what I gave to my family. And right now I'm able to cultivate a better relationship with them. I'm able to share a lot more love, a lot more laughter, because I never used to laugh a lot with my family because I'd be so exhausted, I'd be so irritable, I'd be so annoyed, and yeah, you know how it goes down. So being a housewife for me was not all that terrible. It was not bad. It was actually the solution that I needed, because it is my original design. And I think going back to your original design allows for you to operate at an optimal level, or rather at an easy level, because you're operating in what you are designed to operate in, where you fit in, where the puzzle fit in. You are not a forced puzzle, if I can call it that, you know. And because of me understanding my position in the household, I've also been able to navigate my business better. For some weird reason, I don't know if it even makes sense, but when I was happier at home, I was able to take that happiness with me outside, as opposed to when I was employed. I'll take the happiness to work, come back from work, and my happiness is all exhausted, and I'll just give my family the little crumbs that are left. And yeah, that's not even funny, you know. But right now I think about it and I'm like, when God was calling me into this journey, he knew exactly why he was calling me, because things align also for the family. Yes, sometimes, I mean, there are dynamics that are not favorable or are pleasant within the household. However, how I'm able to emotionally emotionally deal with that, emotionally handle that, rather, it has become so much more seamless. It has become so much more better, and I'm at peace. I'm content. All the things that I thought money could buy, you know, if I had more money, I could just afford a holiday every now and then to just, you know, unwind and relax. But right now, I found that there are better things that I am right now experiencing than what I comprehended, and than what I also thought I would be able to achieve. And I'm able to access my deeper self, now dig into myself, sit and understand myself even better, understand where I'm at. All right, that was my computer, I suppose, telling me it's too late, because I'm actually filming this video late in the night. But yeah, let me not make this video too long, because there's a lot that I can share about this journey, because I've been on this journey actually not just for months, but yeah, it's been a year and a couple of months that I've been on this journey. So let me leave it here, and I'd like to get to hear about your stories, why you are where you are right now. Is there anything that you're doing to try change your life, to try change your trajectory, to try change how you also look at yourself and receive yourself? Because I mean, like I said, you need to receive yourself first before you can expect the world to receive you. So what is it that you are doing to actually do those, change your life to what you wanted to do? And my little suggestion as well, while you guys comment what it is that you're doing and how it is that I can help you when I'm sharing my information or my journey with you. What is it that you're gonna want to also hear that might just help you with your journey? So yeah, just leave your comments down below. And I was getting to the part that I was suggesting when it comes to changing your trajectory. You need to make sure that whatever decision that you make, you are fully comfortable with it, and you know that one day when you look back, you are not going to regret that decision. And even if it doesn't work out, you know that whatever that you have put into this activity or into this decision has been fully you and has been something that you are fully comfortable with. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this with your friends. And like I said, I'm going to try to be consistent. So let's see how we can grow this channel. I'd really appreciate the support. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.